What is up? This is your LA in a minute. I'm here at Playa Del Rey, just a stone's throw from the Pacific Ocean at this beautiful park. Green grass, picnic tables, palm trees, and a fence topped with barbed wire, urging people to stay out of this area behind me that looks like ruins. In fact, it is ruins. These are the ruins of Surfridge, or Palisades Del Rey, which is LA's abandoned beach town. Let's get into it. In the 1920s, LA was booming, and real estate developers were looking for the next great towns to develop for the city's elite. That's when the Dixon and Gillespie Company saw potential in the untouched sand dunes just south of Playa Del Rey. Along with developer Fritz Burns, they envisioned an exclusive oceanfront community, an isolated playground for the wealthy. And in 1925, they named the land Surfridge for its catchy, breezy feel. Sales were brisk. Lots were only $50 down and $20 a month. And they had strict rules, only stucco brick or stone homes, no wooden frames. Despite the Great Depression slowing growth nationwide, by the 1930s and 40s, the area was filling with custom-built, beautiful homes, many in the Spanish style with red-tiled roofs and sweeping ocean views. And real estate developers with their crafty marketing ensured that homes couldn't be built fast enough. Hollywood legends like Cecil B. DeMille and Charles Bickford called Surfridge home. And even the more workmanlike areas of the neighborhood became known for their privacy and seaside charm. But as the community was developing, so was another neighbor to the east, Mines Field, which would eventually become LAX. At first, Surfridge residents enjoyed the novelty of aviation, but as air travel boomed and jets replaced propeller planes, the roar overhead became constant. By the 1960s, the noise and the pollution were terrible. Soot from jet exhaust coated homes and gardens, and residents began to suffer respiratory issues. When we're talking about airplanes going right over this area, this is what we're talking about. Every couple minutes or so, you have a jet overhead. The dream of tranquil beachside living faded as the realities of modern aviation took over. Soon, the city of Los Angeles determined that Surfridge was no longer suitable for residential life. Through eminent domain, they began purchasing, and in some cases, forcibly acquiring homes to make way for airport expansion and noise abatement zones. Many residents fought the city, but in court from 1965 through the 1970s, more than 2,000 people were relocated and every house was either moved or demolished. These beautiful homes in the once thriving neighborhood of Surfridge and Palisades Del Rey were eventually lost once again to become a footnote of history. And the land itself was never redeveloped, and even though all buildings were either demolished or relocated, the grid of streets, the palm trees, and streetlights still remained, giving the neighborhood a distinct ghost town feel. After 9/11, however, there was no more access to the public. Due to security concerns of Surfridge Palisades Del Rey being too close to the LAX airport, they erected this fence with the barbed wire around the whole entire abandoned community. Again, there's no access to the area directly anymore, but driving the perimeter will give you a sense of the size and the scope of what we were dealing with. Ocean just right there. Just huge, huge, huge area fenced off. But again, right next to the airport. So that'll give you a feel for both the advantages and the vulnerabilities of the location. The silver lining is that over the last 20 years or so, wildlife has thrived, and this has become a sanctuary for the endangered El Segundo blue butterfly, for owls, for squirrels, so much so that the Surfridge Palisades Del Rey area is considered a protected wildlife habitat. Just steps from the Pacific Ocean, Surfridge or Palisades Del Rey once thrived as LA's next great beach community. For generations, families were raised here and the Hollywood elite even gathered. But due to the encroachment of LAX and modern development, it stands today as a relic of LA's abandoned beach town. All right, LA, it's been a minute.